What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is my 2009 Road King Classic, and today we're going to be talking about the 6x9 Rockford Fosgate system that we ended up installing on this bike 6 months ago. This bike originally did come with soft leather bags, and right before riding season, I decided I wanted to put some music on my bike and be able to lock my items up on my bike. So we ended up getting these hard bags and putting the 6x9 Rockford Fosgate Road King kit onto this bike. So we had a full riding season with this kit. So I want to talk about the pros and cons of this system today, as well as give you guys a taste of what you would get if you guys are thinking about buying this system. So without further ado, let's first hear what the system sounds like, and then we're going to talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go.
Running up a silly shit, stand up the internet. Just stay really out. Personal problems still a problem, cause I got this shit out. Only thing they should be saying is, baby, keep it silent. We ain't even keep it to used to be this shit straight.
So now that you guys have heard the system, let's first talk about the price of the system. Then we're going to talk about the sound. Then we're going to talk about the install process. And lastly, we're going to talk about, do I regret buying this system right here? So right now in 2024, you can get the Road King Rockford Fosgate 6x9 system for around $1,100 to $1,300, depending on where you're shopping. Now, if you're watching this a few years from now, the price may be totally different. But right now, as of this date, 2024, that is the price on this system. So now let's go ahead and get into the sound. And I know 99% of you are probably watching this video because you want to know how this system actually sounds. So let's first start out with just a parking lot scene like we're in right now. The system sounds very nice. Now, don't expect to put this system into a sound competition at a bike week show and you win first place. That's not what you're getting in this system, but you are getting a very solid product. Now let's go in and take the situation to stoplight to stoplight. How does this system perform? In my opinion, this system really shines in those scenarios. And the reason why is because I'm able to actually hear my surroundings still. I'm able to hear the bike and when it needs to upshift and downshift. And lastly, I'm still able to hear my music clearly. I'm able to hear the whole bass, what the actual song is saying. So that's where this system really shines, in the stoplight to stoplight situation. Now lastly, let's go ahead and move on to the highway. Now on the highway, it's kind of tricky because you're going so fast to where if something happens, you do want to know what's going on around you. So at around 60 to 65 miles an hour, I'm still able to hear the bass on my music really good. I'm still able to hear what the song is actually saying. But when we start getting up into the high 80s, let's say 85 or around 80 miles an hour, that's when the bass really starts to suppress itself and you can really only hear the words of the song that you're playing. And then I have been up to around 90 miles an hour, and at that point, you can hear a little bit of the words that they're saying, but at that point, you're just hearing basically highway. And I have no problem with hearing straight highway at 90 miles an hour just because of the situation that I just explained. When I'm going that fast, I definitely want to hear what's going on around me and be as safe as possible. So now that we went on ahead and talked about the sound, let's go ahead and talk about the actual install itself. So Rockford does a good job of giving you detailed instructions inside of your package that you get. And they also have a visual representation through YouTube that goes through the steps, step by step. So as long as you go out there and you get the right tools and also follow the instructions step by step, you should be able to install this system by yourself. So do I regret buying this system after a full riding season? Nah, I do not regret buying this system at all. I love hearing my music out there on the road. I'm gonna go ahead and open this bag up so you guys can see how clean this system actually sits inside of the bags. And that's another reason why I ended up going with this system. So let's go ahead and crack these lids open and let's check it out. All right guys, so I went on ahead and cracked the right bag open, and the reason that I did open this bag is because this bag right here actually holds my amp. So let's just take a walk through this actual system itself and how it sits inside of the bags, because as you guys know, we don't have a fairing. So You guys could probably look at it and tell, but we have our speaker right here. It doesn't take up too much space within our bags. Now that may be a concern for guys that have a lot of items in their bag. I'm not one of those guys, but if you do have a lot of items, this is going to take up around 2 inches, I would say, maybe 2 to 3 inches right here once you sit this down. So be on the lookout for that. I definitely could have made this a little bit cleaner by running this wire up under this bib right here, but I left it the way it is. Now, right here we have our Bluetooth module, and I had to put some glue on right there, as you guys see. So that's one of the downsides about the Bluetooth module, I can say, but it's not too bad. We stuck some glue on there and haven't had any problems with that yet. We have our amp sitting right here in the back of the bag. Now that does take up a little bit room back there, but overall, I would say this is clean. I've seen a lot of systems out there, and for what you're paying for, I think this is a very clean design. You still have a lot of room in your bags to put whatever you want to in there. The whole system is Bluetooth, so do I regret putting this system on my bike? Nah, I don't think so. I really like the system. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments about this video right here. Let me know if I was able to help you out on buying this system or not. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay safe out there. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.